title says, some basic Q&A stuff. The stuff submitted on this form here. So far I've gotten 22 responses, which is more than I expected, honestly. The 19 Q&A things. Number 18. Move that one. 18 would be... yeah, that's a good question. How do I keep going after? It's actually been 6 years. I guess 5 for my affiliate anniversary. Even though I'm about 3 months late on that. Honestly, I'm a stubborn old bastard. I mean, that's not entirely it, but I'm also only really doing this as like a hobby kind of thing, so like I guess I'm not in that mental state where I have to be big, have to blow up or any of that stuff. I'm just like, yep, I'm just gonna do it, just gonna vibe. And yeah, like it definitely shows in I guess the quality of some of my content and the fact that outside of just hitting go live and playing some games and chatting and shit, I don't do a whole lot for my content. Like, I don't scour my VODs for clips or any of that, or like do short form content or just YouTube vids in general and all that. But yeah, I guess a mix of stubbornness, only doing this for fun, and I do have some friends that support me as well. I'll do whatever this one is. 9. How am I doing being deaf in one and all that? Quite frankly, at least back when it happened, and finding out it was perforated as well, I was doing pretty fucking bad, not gonna lie. Like, I feel like, as far as things go, losing my hearing or sight are like the two main things I don't want. Like, could probably handle being like mute or something like that, but I kind of like being able to read and hear, listen to music and games and, you know, all that stuff. Definitely a lot harder to do a lot of what I enjoy if I couldn't hear anything. But yeah, I'm doing a lot better now, especially since my hearing's coming back. Number 1. Least favorite thing about VTubing? Honestly, like, at least as far as I'm concerned, I guess it might just be the cost to get all like the tracking stuff and all that set up that I want to have, just so I can get everything that's done properly, is quite expensive. Probably like $1.5, $2,000, because I don't want like full tracking and all that at some point. Like things where I can build upon the amount of trackers and all that stuff, then that would be good. But outside that, I guess all like the drama and just bullshit on Twitter and all that's kind of shit too. Or like, I guess the general stigma around VTubing. 15. Least favorite thing about Japan? Honestly, that's a tough one. Like, that I've personally experienced. I guess the working visa requirements. And it's not like a particularly, like, I hate it. It's just more annoying than anything. Actually, I do kind of hate it in a way, but I unfortunately can't have my the izakaya I worked at when I lived in Japan. Unfortunately, it's impossible for izakayas to sponsor my work visa. So I can't go work there again unless I don't know, naturalize or get permanent residency, or I guess go back as a student. But even then, I can't exactly work enough to actually make enough money, I think. It is what it is. Outside that, taxis. Taxis, or I guess the fact that tourists only go to like the same 4 fucking cities. Like, both isn't an over-tourism problem Japan has. It's more the same handful of cities have an over-tourism problem. If they went to like a bunch of different places as well, it didn't stick to like Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and I think it was Sapporo. You know, it probably wouldn't be anywhere near as annoying for everyone to deal with. I did do a video complaining about some like very minor stuff, like the fact that PowerPoints just never fucking gripped the plugs properly. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Taxis, can't go back to work in my old job, and tourists need to fucking spread out a bit more, I guess. Number 6. Oh god, coming to America. I know a few people that want me to. Honestly. Okay, so according to Google, probably sometime 2029 at the earliest. Okay, so sometime mid 2029 at the earliest. It really depends on how things go in the next couple of years. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Regrets in the past year. Oh, 5 years. Maybe not having finished my bachelor's degree before I moved to Japan. So I started my bachelor's degree in 2020 and moved to Japan in 2022. Which, if I'd locked in and actually studied hard and all that stuff, would have been enough time for me to finish before then. And doing that, I probably could have switched from the working holiday visa just straight into the regular work visa. And it's also a hell of a lot easier finding work inside Japan while you're already in the country. But yeah, I guess that's a skill issue on my part. That's probably why I am contemplating doing a student visa thing there. I guess not joining the gym at my work's building as early as I could have. I guess not being a little bit more patient when it came to news about my second working holiday visa renewal, because I ended up, letting everyone I needed to move back to Australia, getting flights booked, all that stuff, and then, I get the letter in the mail like 2 or 3 days after that, maybe 4, and, I didn't bother with it since I'd already put in my resignation and dealt with my lease and all that, and then, so I'm like, yeah, definitely not gotten it anyway, but I get to the airport to depart, and they're like, alright, so you got 6 more months on your visa, how long are you going to be gone for? And stuff, and just like, you're fucking kidding me. I could have stayed another 6 months. But I guess that's how the dice roll. I definitely had a bloody good year though. Yeah, outside that, like, even the negative stuff that's happened to me for the most part, I haven't regretted. Like, some of the stuff I've, like, thought about regretting, I'm just like, nah, if that didn't happen, then some of the good shit that I've had happen wouldn't have. You know? Yeah, like, things didn't go how I'd hoped with someone, but thanks to that person, I also met some pretty fucking cool people as well. Kind of thing. Number 13. Three more, bitch. I mean, now that I'm not dying of the plague, I will. Number 8. Off Kai Wen. That would require me to know what the fuck Off Kai is again, and where it is. So it's the VTuber convention thing in what the fucking, at least this time, San Jose, which I think's in America, which means mid 2029 at the earliest. I don't know. I mean, no, if someone wants to pay to fly me out to it, then I'll go. But I've honestly never actually been to a convention at all. Actually, no, that's a lie. I did go to some card game one I got dragged to by a housemate, but outside that, despite being in the cosplay community and all that, I never went. I almost went to the Big Toho one that's in Tokyo. Kind of got sick that day and bailed. Like it's 12, so 11, 12 story batch. Fuck. Yeah, I definitely won't be able to do that in 20 seconds. So I'll get that done after the break. So when I was hiking Mount Takao, I went to the monkey park and the garden and stuff. I like tripped over a like one of the logs laying on the edge of like a dirt path in the flower section, and like just completely fucking stacked it. And you know, if I fell a bit more to the right, I would have just fucking started rolling down the mountain. It was also that time that I got COVID in there. I guess that's also something I've done a video on. So, you know, people probably know I've did Uber Eats for like the whole year I was there. Cycled all over most of Tokyo and all that. I definitely met some interesting people there. Like, there was this one time I was delivering Uber Eats to this massive, I guess, like, apartment skyscraper kind of thing. Oh my eye. Yeah, like, I had to go in through, like, the underground garage parking spaces to get to the elevator. Yeah, it's pretty common for, like, delivery people and workers and stuff in, especially the more expensive places, apartments, to, going through, like, a staff or maintenance elevator. Or even I guess even some average, like, apartments, guys, like, complexes. It still happens. But, I don't know, it's pretty common, unless it's like a 4 or 5 floor place that only has one space for one elevator. But, yeah, so I went down there, and I'd check in with, like, security and all this stuff to be let in. And, you know, so I check in, and, like, one of the dudes comes out, because he has to escort me as well, apparently. And, you know, so I'm just chilling there with my Uber Eats bag, and the security guard with a fucking, like, he's got, like, a gun holster and, like, a gun and everything. He fucking escorts me up to, like, I think it was, like, a penthouse floor or some shit. It was ridiculously high up at the very least, but, needless to say, considering that, like, 99% of the cars as well looked basically identical in terms of, like, very flash, the kind of things you'd expect, like, a politician or, like, someone influential like that to drive. Yeah, you know, it was either a politician or, like, a high-up Yakuza member or some shit. I don't fucking know. Either way, yeah, just delivering food to some person with just this armed guard. I'm just like, oh god, I am So scared. No, it was pretty chill. The person I delivered to was actually pretty nice. But yeah, also met some cool people. Like one of the dudes I was picking up an order from runs a bar, and he's like a reverse weeb in that like he's really into Australia, which was hilarious. I'm just like, oh, there's a shitload of Australian stuff in this bar, and so I go there, and he's like the most like pretty broken English. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, where are you from? I'm just like, oh yeah, Australia. He's like, oh shit, yeah. So we just had a chat and like, using his English. My Japanese wasn't the best back then, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Decent guy. Probably, I might go back there at some point. I delivered to a cafe, of all places, but like it was for like some mother and her like 3-ish-year-old, I think, and she was like getting him to count the coins and like thank me and all that stuff, and it was like the most adorable shit ever. Not quite from the time I was living in Japan, technically, but so there's this gravure idol I follow. It's like someone who does like swimsuit and lingerie photos and stuff that I follow, because why not? And she did like this like competition thing in some mobile game. I ended up joining in that, making friends with other people in a community and all that. And other than this year, because of my stupid fucking tooth and having to pay for dental stuff, yeah, went to her birthday last year and the year before, and played like the mobile games like the past 3 years. We haven't done anything this year yet, but also like Minecraft in a big server with them all and stuff as well. Good times. Pretty fun actually. I last year, like, first year was like basically just ate food and like drank and did bingo and stuff at like I think like the office that her agency has. And then last year we went to a karaoke hall, kinda like it was like 4 or 5 tables and like karaoke set up and projectors and machine and stuff. And I got up there in front of 20 or so, 20, 25 Japanese people, and just busted out Judgment, the song from Yakuza 0 and stuff. I just busted that out in front of them all on karaoke, and I'm just like, I'm so fucking nervous, because both years that I went, I was like the only non-Japanese person, and no one there speaks English either. But that was pretty good. Oh yeah, I got fit caked by both years. Question 4. Shit, am I crushing on anyone? Honestly, no. I have no interest in anyone at the moment, and that's mostly because I'm moving back to Japan either later this year or next year. Really depends on finding a job. It's like the only thing stopping me from moving there at the moment. I just have to actually get the job. More streams. Yeah. Give me some time. Like I said before, with this one, I'm no longer plagued, so that'll be doable. Okay, number 19. Happy birthday, nerd. Keep on keeping on. Any plans or goals for the rest of the year? I guess at this point, get my hearing back properly. Outside that, move back to Japan. Get fitter, more fit, which I'm working on. Outside that, get at least N4 in Japanese as well. 14. Do I like goats? I mean, I suppose they're not on my 3x3, but goats are still pretty good. Coming back to Japan, September at the earliest. Either depends on work stuff or if I just take a holiday. 11. Am I going grey with my advanced age? Somehow, despite being a few centuries, no. No, I am not. 16. Favorite thing about Japan? Well, that's a hard one. It was pretty convenient living there. So, no. My old workplace as well. Yeah, I think that would be it. My old workplace. Easily. Food to the staff, to the customers, and even my old managers. Number 2. Yeah, that was Father's Day. That was recent. I completely forgot, but thank you. I'll do my best. Number 17. How Nihongo Jozu am I? I mean, I can have a simple conversation about stuff I know about, I guess. Like, I definitely could be better, but definitely enough to get by basic daily conversations and stuff. But I'll just keep improving as well.